home cook Julie Miguel is here to show us how to make a beef bourguignon over chow mein noodles, which sounds amazing. It smells delicious.
Yes.
And this recipe actually has an interesting history, doesn't it?
Yes, it does have a little bit of a history. So it was made famous by Julia Child.
Yes.
Except that recipe is a little bit intimidating. I remember making it the first time and I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
It's just too many pots and
It's a
pans.
lot.
So I've adapted it, made the Julie Miguel version.
Thank you.
And it's basically made in the slow cooker with lots of, less pots and pans. So
yes.
perfect.
Yeah,
yeah, it's exactly what you want.
Pots and pans. You are going to start by doing some stuff on the stovetop, though. How do we start it?
So I crisped up some bacon first. Get that bacon nice and crisp.
Yeah.
Leave the bacon fat in the pan and dump this into your slow cooker.
One of my favorite things to do is to cook a healthy meal, but in bacon fat.
Yeah, right? Why not?
Like an
I love that
white
idea.
omelet in bacon fat.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Tastes delicious.
I approve of that.
Okay.
Next, the beef.
Yeah.
So the beef that I use is beef brisket, chuck steak, stewing beef. So you don't have to buy an expensive cut because it's going to be stewing away for 6 hours. It's going to get really tender.
Got it.
So I start by patting the beef dry.
Yeah.
And then I just want to brown it in my skillet. Just to get a nice color on the outside. You don't want to overcook it because it is going to continue cooking in the slow cooker.
Totally.
The reason for the browning is it gives this dish a lot of flavor. You don't want to just throw the beef in there without any browning. It won't have much flavor.
Well, especially in the bacon fat. It's going to taste good.
Yes.
So that part of the process doesn't take very long.
No.
Right?
No, not at all.
And then you're throwing it in the
you just want a nice
slow cooker?
browning on the outside and then throw it in the slow cooker.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to do that here.
Now, this is the sort of recipe, of course, your house is going to smell like heaven.
Yes.
You know, you throw that slow cooker on and let it do its work.
Yes. Okay, next. Next, we're going to talk about the best part of the beef bourguignon. It's the wine. Okay. So the wine that Julia Child tells us to use is a really good quality Burgundy.
Okay.
However, I always say the Julie Miguel version is just get a wine that you actually like to drink.
You don't care what kind?
No.
As long as it's good. As long as you would actually drink a glass of it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a little left over and you want to be able to drink it. You don't want to throw it. So 3 cups of wine, of red wine.
Very nice. She's a practical gal, and I like that about you.
Very practical.
Because a lot of people will get sort of the cheapest wine that they would never drink in a million years and put in the recipe.
Right. And then you're left with this wine in your fridge and you're like, what am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
Next, we're making a sauce here.
Okay.
So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to simmer this for about 4 minutes just to simmer off some of the alcohol content.
Yeah.
That's the only
You're like, that's what the recipe says to do. I don't know why.
I don't know what the purpose of it is, but yeah. So it's to do that.
Yeah.
And then next you're going to get some flour.
Thicken it up.
Yes. So we're going to make a roux.
Okay.
Thicken up the sauce.
So, I mean, we're doing it in TV time, not in real time.
Right.
But at home, it takes a little bit of time to get it thick.
Yes. So you're going to get that nice and thick. Oh, there's a piece of beef floating in there.
I saw that. Oops. Oh, whatever.
So once this thickens up,
it'll join the rest later.
But let's do the vegetables
You'll be with
first.
your friends soon.
Yes. Let's do the vegetable where that thickens up. So the vegetables I'm using today in Julie Miguel's beef bourguignon is carrots.
Yep.
So put that in there.
Some mushrooms.
Mushrooms. And onions.
And why did you choose these? Is it just a flavor thing for you?
These are the classics that you would add. You could also add potatoes or squash.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm just going to move this out of the
Not
way.
a squash girl?
Squash is really good, actually. Yeah. No, I've tried it. It's delish. Yeah. Oh, mushrooms are a must. So I'm just seasoning salt and pepper.
Okay.
And then you just want to give it a stir.
You know, when we were talking about this before the show, Jules, you were saying that every time you make it, it comes out a little bit different.
Yes, so it's such a forgiving recipe. That's why I love it, especially in the slow cooker. Like, it always comes out different, but delicious each and every time.
Right. Delicious in its own special way each and every time. But that's what we want, a recipe that's going to give you a little bit of grace.
Exactly.
You can do what you want and mix it up a little bit, and it's still going to come out great.
So this is thick.
Yeah.
We're going to pour that in.
Nice.
So, smells so good.
It smells amazing. So what are we doing with all of these things?
Last but not least, we're going to add the last of the flavorings. So this is tomato paste.
Yeah.
Put a little bit in there.
About a tablespoon or whatever?
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons.
A beef bourguignon, beef bouillon cube.
Yeah.
Not beef bourguignon. And then garlic, lots of garlic. 6 cloves of garlic.
Nice.
And then we're gonna add the herbs. So we've got parsley, bay leaf, and thyme in there.
All the good stuff.
All the good stuff. And last, we have to add the stock. So this is beef stock.
Yeah.
So we're gonna add that in.
Now, are you one of those chefs that are all like, I make my own stock? I mean, you probably do make your own stock, but that's store-bought, right?
And I eat it with soup. Like I make a soup from it. Like I'm not gonna just make stock extra for like these kind of dishes.
Yes.
I just don't have the time.
Who's got time for that?
Who's got time for that? So
I get
just
it.
buy your beef stock. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's delicious. So give it a stir.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna cook this on high for 6 hours or
6
low
hours.
for 8.
Okay.
So let me get the cover. 'cause
Does it
that's
make
important.
a difference at all? I mean, like, why do some people choose to cook it longer, slower?
I don't know. I guess if you're out of the house longer, it's like,
Yeah,
why rush
maybe.
it? You know,
True.
why rush it?
Yeah, good point.
So, yeah.
So through the magic of television, oh my gosh, it's been 6 hours.
So I served mine today with chow mein noodles.
Yes.
That I cooked according to package directions. I sauteed them a little bit just to give them a little bit of a bite.
Nice.
You can also serve it with mashed potatoes or rice.
Oh, I love
Also
it
delicious.
all.
I also made a dish for you and your son.
Okay, so it's take your child to work day, and I brought my baby. Come on in here, baby. It's taller than me. You know what? It's always very significant when I bring Sydney in, because actually he was 6 months old when I started hosting this show, and so he grew a bit.
A little bit.
He used to live in a sling, and now he's here walking, and his feet are bigger than mine. So why don't we taste it for Jules, and let's let her know how we feel about her incredible beef bourguignon. It's really good.
Good.
What do you think?
It's one of the best I've ever had.
Oh, yes. I like this guy.